this year, high marking, a goal kicker. He's kicked over 120 goals for North Melbourne. He'll be one of their focal points because, if anything, Eddie, I think North Melbourne may be a little short on height.
That's right, Bruce. Of course, there was some talk early on that Harris would not play for North Melbourne, but he's out there on the ground, so that's good news for the North Melbourne fans, and he'll add a bit of strength in defence there for them.
Jimmy Buckley and Andrew Dimitriou in the centre should be an interesting duel. Both will play close to home, I think.
Yes, Jimmy, of course, very keen to show his wares. He's been out here for the last week promoting the match. Of course, was the co-captain of the Carlton Reserves Premiership side in the grand final.
And as the players line up, we welcome Sky Channel throughout Europe who are taking this game live, as well as Network 10 in Australia, and we hope you enjoy it. It's going to be a wonderful contest. North Melbourne and Carlton, there's a lot at stake. They're playing for a place in the Foster's Challenge final. So national anthem's being played. God Save the Queen, Advance Australia Fair, and this contest about to start. Gavin Dorn, Ian Robinson, the umpires. Eddie, that half-forward line for Carlton looks very strong.
Yes,
Johnston and Kernahan.
As you say there, Bruce, the half-forward line for the Blues, Johnson, Kernahan and Dennis was one of their great lines in their premiership win. They're up against Ticky, McCann and Law. Law, of course, the acting captain of the North Melbourne side. He'll probably pick up Dennis. But McCann, he can be a hot and cold player, McCann, and playing against a star like Kernahan, he'll certainly have to be very hot today to contain him.
Rich Jones looks like he'll pick up German. That'll be a very interesting duel too. German, a splendid player, and Rhys Jones has been in magnificent form.
Yes, they've decided to play Peter German on the half-forward flank instead of his usual centre position. Andrew Dimitriou, as we said earlier, will be playing on Jimmy Buckley in the centre today, which I think will be a very vital contest because it is a pretty big ground, and of course first use out of the centre is vital to both sides.
And speaking of first use, Justin Madden has a habit of getting his hand on the ball first. He's the tallest player in the VFL. John Mossop has a huge task today to try and get over the top of him.
Mossop, of course, started off the year, his first year with North Melbourne after a great career with Geelong. Started off very slowly, but he built up towards a bit of form towards the end of the season. He'll have to be at his best again to beat Madden. The other players there, Larkin and Evans. Well, Larkin probably at his best could beat Bernie Evans, who of course missed the grand final because he was suspended. So Evans will be very keen to produce some match-winning form, and Nailey will be playing on the youngster Clarkson, who only at the start of the season was training with the under-19s. Of course, he kicked a winning goal against Melbourne at the MCG after the siren, so he's had a great year. But Nailey, a class player, all-Australian player, should be a little bit too talented there.
Really is a marvellous side. The oval, very, very green, the grass at the moment. It's been a wet old week in London, but everything is just sunny and shining for the moment. We're hoping we get through without much rain. One stage it was tipped that the ground will be a quagmire, but it's not the case. OG are playing a full forward in the screen just a moment ago. Gavin Dorr, one of the field umpires, along with Ian Robinson. And Carlton are kicking to the pavilion end, which is towards us as we look. It's left to right on screen. 25-minute quarters, 18 plus 4. 4 interchange, and we're just waiting for the siren. So Madden in the ruck against Mossop. Still waiting for the timekeepers.
Kevin Dorr will be getting cramp in his arms soon. They can't find the siren.
We might go without it. Evans in the centre square with Larkin. Robinson for North Melbourne. Much of an old siren, but we're about to start. So Mossop and Madden. Mossop on the dock. Madden didn't get near the ball. Not a particular